Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy, and today's story time it's kind of a funny one, you know? It's just one of those fond memories I look back on with my friends from the earlier quarantine days, so let's hop right into it. So like I said, this story time takes place at the beginning of quarantine, and me and my friends had sort of a thing that we do all the time during quarantine. Like, you weren't really supposed to hang out indoors or, really at all, but me and my friends would really go for walks. And, we have this big whole, open, woods area near our houses. So we'd all meet up and we'd go for walks, basically every day because school wasn't really a thing anymore. So we'd just kind of meet up and go for walks. Now, my friend, who we're going to call Reginald, he lives just not that far from me. So he would usually meet me at my house. And then my other friend, Jeffrey, he lives, just near us. So we'd all sort of, conjugate at my house. And then we would all just go on with this set route we had almost. And this route eventually led us to the house of our friend Tanner. So he would often join us when we'd reach his house. Now on this particular day, Tanner came out of his house and he started joining us on our walk. And a couple minutes into the walk, it was just after Tanner's house that we hit the woods area. And it was just after he joined us that he said, "Hey, do you guys mind if I drop acid?" And so all of us, not really knowing our way around acid or anything, we're just kind of sure, yeah, you do what you want to do, man. So we watch him take this acid. He takes the tab, he puts it on the bottom of his tongue, and we keep walking. We just keep walking through the woods. We just talk to each other, as we do. And after a while, this man starts tweaking. Eventually we kind of got bored of the walking path through the woods, so we usually take a turn to go back up. We have to climb up a hill that is in the woods. And this man, he was not seeing everything as it was. He was seeing, all the distortions and everything, all the hallucinations that you get when you drop acid. So me, Reginald, and Jeffrey, we were all trying to help him up this hill, and it was just not happening. It took us forever until he finally got to the top of the hill with us. And we were finally back on flat ground again. So that was good. But when we were leaving the woods, Tanner grabbed this, stick that he was using, almost like a walking stick. But he was, dragging it in front of himself, if that makes sense. And he, kept running into it and, tripping over. He tripped over it, 7 different times. It was the same stick. It was in his hands. And he just, absolutely ate shit on it, 400 different times. And he just, kept doing that as we kept walking through our neighborhood. We were getting back from our set route. And this man he was all the way ascended. He was seeing God at this point. Eventually we all dispersed and, we went back to our own houses. But we kept talking to Tanner, through text or whatnot. And he was clearly bad at texting because they all ended up having, weird letters and, misplaced letters. It was probably because he couldn't see his phone properly. He ended up telling us the next time we saw him that, that was exactly the case. The letters would, run away and shit on his phone screen. And that night, he had these, I think he had these, lights in his room. And they were just, tripping him the fuck out. It's he just kind of had these, glowy lights on his roof. And he just kind of, sat there the entire night because he couldn't, sleep. He was tripping. And just, studied all of these things. He swore he, moved to the 4th dimension or something. Anyways, you guys, that pretty much does it for the story time. I'm sorry it's a short one. A lot of them have been recently. I have a ton going on in my life right now. I'm really trying to get everything done. And it's a lot, and I know I have a lot of videos that are supposed to be coming out, the Reddit stories, the vlog. There's a lot that needs to be done, and I'm sorry. I really want to get it out. I also have, a subscriber stories coming out soon. It's all being worked on, but I can't really find time to finish it. There's a lot going on in my life, a lot of personal stuff, a lot of family stuff, and I'm trying. So in the meantime, I just want to, still upload some stuff. So these, short little stories I still am trying to make daily. With that said, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the story. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. You all know the drill at this point, or at least I hope you do. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.